You know, Dad, it is dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's Adam and dirt. You know what I'm saying? The first time we really celebrated Halloween after 81 was 2015 when Rowan was born. And they put Rowan in that Tootsie Roll suit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a brother, but he was a little white kid. You know what I'm saying? In that brother uniform. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It was a compliment or a happiest mess to see my grandson, but the happiest thing for me, Pop, was knowing that Cargill's, you know what I'm saying, was air conditions for cars. You know what I'm saying? But he was a rake straw. That was a rake straw. That was when the rake straw was born. They tried to stop James from coming as a Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Because he was stopped before Angel in 2008. He was born like 2007, and we had to bury him. And then, you know what I'm saying, he came back to Casey, and that was Casey's son again. And so that's really Casey's nephew and son, just like Rowan's is really Casey's ex and Casey. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's why, people get jealous of even babies that's not theirs that belong to dead people. But that ain't the case here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody jealous of my kids. But they boyfriends could be jealous of their exes. That's the only thing. People be jealous of ghosts, man. People be jealous of ghosts. And then the people that tell the ghost, you lucky. You know what I'm saying? But we not really lucky, man. We just love, love, love. Love is the luck. Love is the luck. Like customata. Customata? Customata. Huh? Customata, how much cost? No. Customata. That's what customata was. Not customata for money, but customata. To teach mankind how to be godly, not no animal, like we was. We can turn the animals and throw them right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right. We can come with the left first. That's what we designed to do. That's why the left is only supposed to be a jab. And if you lucky, you could be a southpaw and be right-handed, like Pick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's like being O positive instead of A and B. You know what I'm saying? All O positive is what? A ghost, right? Smoke, right? Water, right? Shit. That's why I drink Kool-Aid, give myself something to eat. Give myself something to think when I drink, when I sip Kool-Aid. Or water, just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Wandering is when you're drinking water. Kool-Aid give you a thought, you know what I'm saying? The kind of Kool-Aid you're drinking. would say Baby City came back. Your worst nightmare, that black cat. You know what I'm saying? That black cat. Because I'm telling you, it was but one real badass Bay City black cat. You know what I'm saying? Now, he and high, you had the Casey boys. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of Panthers. But that one black cat that was denied the NFL, you know what I'm saying, with a number like 31. You know what I'm saying? 31. Number 31. I would say Fat Pat with Fat Peck. You know what I'm saying? You say Romeo Pitt. Romeo. Say Romeo Pitt. That's who it is. Wrote me up, Pick. Wrote me up, Pick. Wrote me up for telling the truth, Pick. Wrote me up now. Wrote me up. That's why I ain't coaching no more. Wrote me up. Wrote me up. You know what I'm saying? Wrote me up, man. For telling the truth. Just wrote me up, Pick. Now, wrote me up. And you say Peabody now. Shit. Now. Case closed. And all that is that treasure chest Mama D had in front of the bed. Ain't nobody, one grandmother had a treasure chest in front of her bed. Now all them, when you get all that stuff out of the treasure chest, I guarantee you, everybody in the world will have ideas for the next 365 years with 1,000 years per day and 1,000 days per year added to your life. You know what I'm saying? That's your money. And getting God was your money, man. Getting God. Being retarded, man. Having thoughts in your mind that, like Papa Duck say, you know what I'm saying, you retarded. Mental health if you believe in God. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put it that blunt, but that, yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dilute that. He said straight up. He went farther than that. He went past saying if you was God. He said if you believe in God, if you believe in something other than, you know what I'm saying, what a regular human being believe in, then you mental health. You know what I'm saying? If you smarter than us, you mental health. That's what Duck said. If you smarter than us, you mental health patient. That's what he said. If you smarter than us, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't God, you mental health patient. That's what he said. So this the animals. That's why I don't want to fuck with Duck. That's why I don't want to fuck with him. That's why I ain't never made a duck factory. Because Duck didn't get along with me. I ain't no duck. So I ain't never fuck with no duck, with no chicken factory. You know what I'm saying? I just kept the ducks in my mind for myself. But now you know ducks can be marketable. You know what I'm saying? But gave away. But yeah, marketable, man. See, cause we are idols, daddy, but we are not idolaters, though. You know what I'm saying? But idolatry, you know what I'm saying? Man, I idolize all y'all, but I can't idolize family. You know what I'm saying? That's why Bradwood won 58-0 and hadn't ever won a game. Then the next few weeks, shit, I saw the goddamn thing say. They didn't have no yards, no interception yards, no defensive yards, no offensive yards, no nothing. And had a score of something to 0, somebody beat them. And they just let them win that game, or forfeited that game. Because that last homecoming was nothing but the movies. Nothing but the movies. And that's what the band theme was that night, movie night. That was way back then when you was racing, you know, Babe Austin them pick. And Babe Austin was Babe pick. Babe Evans' grandfather, Jesse. That was Babe Austin pick. Babe Austin was your Jesse Jackson. Like Babe Austin could have been Frank Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Babe Austin could have been whatever. Babe Austin was Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Now, so don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? Me and Babe was best friends now. Don't even put me and Babe And it's nothing that me and Babe can hurt each other. Now we just talk funny and laugh at your ass. Jack Amerson. Now we call him Jack Amerson. That was the white dude that had a wife that would really like the real one that dude had. You know what I'm saying? That woman wanted that man to count every one of her Christmas lights. She had to have a certain amount of Christmas lights, 2,000 something. I forgot what it was. She sent him to work with 6 cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? And every one of them cigarettes had her lipstick on it. So if he let somebody borrow it, then she know he gave away a cigarette. And he would be in trouble with her if he gave away one of them cigarettes. So he won't spend too much money on cigarettes. That was low down. And then he was walking to West Columbia one night, one day after work. He was walking, and Babe stopped him. Man, you need a ride, Jack. And Jack say, you know what I'm saying? No, man, I'm being punished. You know what I'm saying? What? You being punished? And he looked back, and his wife was following behind him. And he was walking, and his wife was behind in the car. Then she speeded up and caught up with Babe. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Fussing at Babe and stuff. And Babe trying to tell him get in the truck. He said, man, you know what I'm saying? And he just kept walking like, you know, he was scared of her. You know, and you can see that being Sugar Man walking in front of somebody else's car that I know. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. You know what I'm saying? But that was Jack Amerson, Sugar Man, not me. If it was a white man, it would have been the opposite. It wouldn't have been me. I'm reverse polarity, man. Polarity is my first girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Polarity was the first electricity I felt. You know what I'm saying? That was polarity. Now, you know what I'm saying? No. So polarity, you know what I'm saying? It's polarity. You know what I'm saying? That's your love. You know what I'm saying? Reverse polarity is love forward. Because you cannot have straight love, man. Straight love is like getting a relationship, staying there the rest of your life and never having a problem with your kids. That's not natural, Jack. Not nice. It is nice, but it's not natural. Not natural. I ain't gonna say it's not possible, but it's not natural. It's unnatural. That's the only difference between man and God. Man unnatural, God is natural. God natural, man. Y'all unnatural if you don't see yourself as God in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you didn't create that or make that up to yourself, you know you're not God. So tell them that. Yeah, because anybody take a check in the bank now, shit, check. Shit, nobody be getting no damn check. A lot of people pretend they have money, man. Some of my friends fell out because some people didn't have no furniture when they first moved here. And then one friend said he ain't have nothing, then I don't think they friends now. They probably enemies, but they still probably run together. But they probably enemies. and I see it like it is, Daddy. See, they broke Dirt last year at this time. They broke Dirt. You know what I'm saying? That was me and Dirt right there. That was supposed to be me and Dirt getting broke. Because now I see it right. Because Chrisetta, I introduced Roland Mitchell to Chrisetta one time. And I know Chrisetta now could be, you know, my sister. You know what I'm saying? But Chrisetta, I don't think in it, but she could be my sister. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, wipe out everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I got Durgan family. I always got my Durgan family. So, I'm through fussing because I know Niecy could just easily switch from Davis to that. Because Clara could easily be Claire Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Clara Davis. And J.J. Evans, you damn sure would be J.J. Davis. Because he looked just like J.J. Davis. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? See, this is the little stuff that come out of my mouth that I don't like talking about. As God. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know Emmanuel was Sugar Man. Emmanuel, I mean. And the other Emmanuel was who? In the Mexican community, Jesus. Jesus was Manuel's name. Manuel Jesus. And that's Jesus. I put that in that other family name for Villarreal's, for Mariah and Destiny to have a destiny with that name. Jesus Villarreal is their daddy name. Emmanuel, like Emmanuel Lewis instead of Arnold Jackson or Willis. What you talking about, Willis? We should have kept our mouth shut, Adam. Shit, that's what we should have did. Because I didn't have to get shot that night. All I had to do was just listen when you said what you said. You my daddy. And Tony Hart look at me like, shit. We walked through there as the sun. We walked down that road as the sun. I seen that man in the ditch dead, and I walked down and I seen other family members talk to them in the ditch. Right where I backed into the yard. I seen them in the ditch and talked to them as the sun. But we were stars, but we were shining on them as the light. They ain't have no lights at their house. All they had was that ditch. They was sitting in talking. Like when I went to Live Oak in Angleton that night, it might have been Halloween this time, 2015, when I snapped, or 2008 when I snapped. But when I went through and went by my boy road, the Garcia's road, people were laying in ditches. Just like when I came through as the sun with Sugar Man, walking and talking, they was in ditches. And we was the sun passing by. And Live Oak, where I sung that song, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. And then when I got burned up, it was like, damn, I made that song true, Daddy. That was last birthday party, 1998. You know what I'm saying? So dirt on the payroll. When I talk dirt on the payroll, man, Clay on the payroll. Just say Clay on the payroll. Because Clay couldn't beat him. He tried, but he couldn't. Clay didn't win. When Dirt and Clay had to fight, Clay didn't win. And when Peabody tried to fight Dirt, Peabody couldn't win. So, you know, just don't even look at me now. It's Dirt. I'm just saying Clay is Dirt, man. And you know Cash ain't, you know what I'm saying? But they did call me Cassius. That's why I ain't like it. That's why I ain't like it, Adam. This Dirt. Muhammad Ali. My home at Union. And dirt, yeah, Franco Harris, daddy. Franco Harris. Franco Harris, dirt. But no, Ali is really dirt. Cassius Clay. Wayman Herndon. Just say Wayman Herndon pick. I was Wayman Herndon before I came to Bay City to play with you as a kid. That's who I was. That's why I told you, look down at you and told you, remember, Dr. Wayman, when you was Archie Ray, Archie and them daddy. I told you, remember. You know what I'm saying? That's why you Ricky Parker's daddy too, Archie Ray. And Archie is probably Ricky daddy at this point. You know what I'm saying? That's why Archie wouldn't play, Pitt. That's why Archie wouldn't play. But Archie really Abraham in this life, Adam. And you know that's your best heart, this Lalo. That's why your grandson Lalo. 23:59. What you think? 24:59, 23:59, 24:59. That's Margaret Peck and Adam. That's that picture that was in the house. That I guess everybody was jealous of in that motherfucker. Cause I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, one thing about it, like I say, you know what I'm saying, the movie Lane Frost, the movie 8 Seconds is a real testimony, man. This Lane Frost, this Mike Bradshaw, you know what I'm saying, and this Adam, you know what I'm saying. Think about when Lane Frost got killed at the end by Red Rock, you know what I'm saying. That was the bull killed him, accident now. Now just think when that happened, and let me be quiet, and just think when he got with Lane's wife at the end, that was the thing to do. But I had friends that did that too, and I know a couple of them in my mind, kinfolk that did that too. So when Lane come back, you know what I'm saying. And Lane is God, you know what I'm saying, Adam with Noah and Enoch. What, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She says a witch or warlock that went in the covenant with darkness and put my name on the demonic altar. But what they didn't realize, listen. Yeah. The same devil they partnered with is the same devil that's gonna devour them when they fail. Now, see, I know that, but God is God, man. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But that's just a brother. Add Ham. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. So it's really Adam, add Ham. And nobody, because I'm Noah with a K, not an N. I don't say no to people. But that's why they made Noah to say no to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't even supposed to get the basic instructions before leaving Earth in your mind. I wasn't supposed to teach you. I wasn't supposed to teach you to read letters or nothing because of some people. Just the animals telling you that we was more smart than y'all because we was down here while y'all was arguing all the time, and we was in the stores when y'all was stealing all the time. We was outside when y'all was crowded up as friends in the parking lot listening to music, not doing nothing wrong. But we was y'all when y'all started shooting and killing and all that too. We was y'all. We was y'all in the nursing home. And this, you know who, you know what I'm saying? Luke Duke, Gerald Luke Duke, Adam's uncle and boss. You know what I'm saying? In Mad Chloride. Gerald Duke, you know what I'm saying? And that's Uncle Luke Duke, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm Uncle Jesse Duke. I'm Uncle Jesse. You know what I'm saying? But I know Luke, and I know Gerald, and I know all the rest of them. I'm Jesse, Uncle Jesse. That's why my dad didn't know the white grandfather from the other side. All he knew was the Davis family white grandfather that split it, the Davis family, the Williams family, the Dance family, and the Brown family. The Green family too. But Milton Green is the real Green, not Wilton Green. Wilton Green was the white dude. That's why his name was Wilton, because he was white. Not because he Wilting. You know what I'm saying? He the one told me I needed a religious doctor, not, you know what I'm saying, a medicine doctor. Because I didn't have a problem with my mind. I had a problem